Hello and welcome to concert number 2 of our winter concert series. Please welcome Indigo to the stage. We have quite a show for you today, and look at all these great kids on stage ready to perform. I want to make sure for our basses we're trying a new configuration. Are you able to see your music with this lighting? Fantastic. Excellent. Everyone else on stage can see their music here in the back corners? Wonderful. Well, we're going to start with a piece called Kinetic. It's got all sorts of energy, and it just shows the incredible amount of work these young people have done in a very short amount of time. Last time we saw each other, I hadn't shaved. And we played some really great pieces for the start of the year. I never totally know what we can do in August, so I have to make some predictions. And I have a Get the Rust Off packet, which sometimes becomes a concert packet. I also have some designated pieces for the mega concert. This year's orchestra has been so fabulous that the Get the Rust Off packet really only lasted a week. And we moved right on to more advanced items, which you got to hear at the mega concert. And tonight you're hearing an entirely new set of music, our winter concert set. This first selection is Kinetic. It is fast, it is fun, it is fiery. You'll see them exploding with all sorts of energy and motion. This is Kinetic. selection is a fiddle tune. This is Goin To Boston. With all these pieces, we're not just having a good time playing music. They teach very specific techniques. That last one has a lot of fast string crossings. We're in the key of D minor. It's a new key for them as they've been practicing their scales. Notice it didn't say if they're practicing their scales. It said when they're practicing their scales, they're having a direct support mechanism for what they do here in music. A lot of music is built on a series of scalar sequences. So if you're able to master your scales, you're able to have a much more deeper understanding of what's happening on the page, and you're less overwhelmed by the technique. So that great scale practice that they do every day. Because if there was a final on the scales, that great scale practice they do every day.
Yes.
Like if there was a final on them, helps them to play these pieces here. And so the first one has, as you can see, their hands are moving up and down the topography of the fingerboard very, very rapidly. This next one is actually a right hand exercise. They tend to, at this age, start developing muscle, right? They have muscle growth that starts to happen, and that means they start to clench and they apply muscle to kind of everything that they do. This piece allows them to focus on the wrist and their fingers and how to play 16th notes. We were doing these exercises, which might be 10 straight minutes, where the outside person would play, then the inside person would play. They would take turns, and when they got done with the exercise, you can see them shaking out their hand, shaking out their back, shaking out their arm. I played for the straight 10 minutes, not because I'm stronger, but because I have balance in the way I approach the instrument. So when we're practicing, we're trying to be aware of like, well, if that was uncomfortable, why? And let's figure out why that was, deconstruct it, and find a way to play without pain. Because kids, don't play through pain. Don't play through pain. There's no reason to. This is not the 80s. We're not doing a Jane Fonda workout video. This is don't play through pain. There's a way to play these instruments that you can do it in a balanced way that doesn't injure them or damage their tendons or hurt their fingers or hurt their back. Usually they're holding tension in their back. They're holding it in their jaw. And so this piece actually allows them to do a lot of really good work to make their bow hand more relaxed and more flexible. This is Goin To Boston. Final selection is called Impravada. It's got this opening that's very slow, very full, and it goes into this kind of, feels like 1950s bop throughout the middle. They get to work about all of the different language that we used for a time when we didn't have printing presses, we didn't have copy machines, we didn't have things we could digitally download. There's DSL codas, there's all sorts of jumping around with their eyes, in addition to just having a lot of different styles. The first piece was in D minor, the second piece was in D major. Those are related keys with very different key signatures, which means different hand placement for the left hand. This one's in G major, so now they're dealing with an A string that's different with our low 2C naturals as opposed to our high 2C sharp. So there's a lot of stuff that they have to just pay attention to, a lot of different details as they get more and more advanced with whatever's on the page. This is Impravada. This change on stage is quite challenging because there's no more square footage, and so they're going to do their very best to merge here in a moment. Just I'm going to give them a reminder of where to go. Next up is chamber. So our chamber students have to find their way to the front of the stage, but not yet. Just one moment. And our Indigo only students are going to be the ones that go the furthest back. Chamber, can you put your hands up? So Indigo only students, that's your destination, okay? That's where you're headed. And then if you're in zero period and playing again later, you have to start thinking strategically. Where were you this morning when we tried the different seatings and figure out where you go? There's enough seats for everybody. There's a few empty ones even, so everyone gets to the closest position they can for the next thing they have to do. But before you do, I mentioned it already, some of these students you're gonna see them again as they play in zero period. They do 2 hours a day here at Castellero, and for Indigo, they're acting as leadership, and so they're throughout all the sections and all the different places. They are supporting each other, as all of you I think know. We don't do any rating, we don't do any ranking, we don't go best chair, second best, third best, fourth best. One that doesn't really support everyone's needs, it also I've found is not the strongest way to build an orchestra, because then we're focused on who we're compared to as opposed to where we want to go. And so we put strength throughout all of the sections, and I would like to get just the people who are in Indigo, who are also in zero period. If you would just stand up and get special recognition for all of your help and hard work. Thank you, zero period kids, stand up. And then I'd also just like to, we just had our first concert where we played hot cross buns and can for about 15 minutes, for those who remember that. And it was a year ago that's what this orchestra was doing, can and hot cross buns. And here they are 1 year later giving you that performance. One more round of applause for the Indigo Orchestra. Okay, now this is really tricky for the students also, because not only are they trying to move, they're trying to do so quietly, which is hard, very hard, because it's an exciting day, it's a long day, we're getting towards the end of the semester. But while they're moving, I can start thanking some people. You might have noticed our QR codes, our programs are all digital. It saves some paper, but it also gives you this nice memory. It's all on your phone, you can download it, you can print it. It's about 18 pages long, and that's not because we're going to have a 4-hour concert. But it's because it has multiple programs in there. It has all the students' names. We have all the concerts that are coming up. We have our holiday show, which is around the corner on December 18th that Zero Period and Chamber plays on. It's our light show that we do every year. We have a 5th grade recruitment concert. I'm conducting the Nutcracker here in December. 6 shows coming up. The information is there. I'm working with a special jazz violinist this weekend. Just a lot of stuff in the air. If you want to look through it, see what's coming up, that's terrific. We also have 4 Seasons information in it. This one's important for all of us because this is our big fundraising concert. It's on January 30th. When is it? Yeah, January 30th. Which seems like it's, not till next year. But it's around the corner, and there's information now about tickets and about supporting. We're always looking for anybody in our Castellero family, or if you know somebody who would just be really excited to support what they're seeing here and the music that's happening at Castellero, to help underwrite different things. When we bring in these big guests, we're happy to do that. We're so excited to bring in our sectional coaches. We're so excited. We have so many people that just come to Castellero. But they're flying in from New York. They're flying in from different parts of the world, and we support them. And so we thank you for supporting us. We can keep having really dynamic guests and exciting concerts for you. All that information is in there. Tomorrow, they'll be getting a packet. So tomorrow you can say, hey, where's that 4 Seasons packet? And then on Thursday, they can look at me and say they never got one, and then get another one, and then bring it to you. The usual sort of backpack of our wonderful middle schoolers here that seem to eat all paperwork somehow, some way. And Zero Period students, remember there's more seats up here, so Zero Period viola should be up here. Right? Zero Period viola should be up here. Zero Period cellist should be as close as you can, fill in these chairs. There you go. Zero Period first violin should be up here, as mentioned 12 hours ago during Zero Period. It's a long day. You guys are doing great. Come on up. So first violin's up here. Excellent. Second violins. That'll make the next transition easier. And you see all those Indigo kids in the corner don't have chairs. So Indigo students, there are going to be more seats available for you. Okay, 0 period violas. Come all the way down. 0 period violas. 0 period cellists. Come down. 0 period second violins. Come down. 0 period first violins. Come down. Let's make space for Indigo. Great. And all the Indigo kids in the corner, this is a great opportunity to find a chair. We don't want you to have to stand for the next 2 performances. So Jake, you can be brave and walk down the aisle here and head on over, find an empty chair. That's great. You can lead all those great people. See, now Ben is excited. Now Elaine's excited. Now Sahad's excited. Callan's excited. Now Tien's excited. Now Kate, look, they're all moving. Good job. There you go. Good. Come on down, find an empty chair. Very good. Very good. Okay. I want everyone to be comfortable. Yep, 0 period cellist. Come on close, right? That's right, Connor. Good. Come on down. Excellent. I know it's a wild setup tonight. And great, perfect time for Ethan. Hey, Haley. Can you tap on Ethan's shoulder? And then his parents can ask him why he was on his cell phone. We know you have them to communicate when we need to, especially when you're getting dropped off and picked up, right? But we'll have our cell phones away. The audience has their cell phones away. You have your cell phones away. We don't need to be connected all the time. Let's just be here. Yeah, let's just be here. The only reality is right in front of you. Here you are. Yeah? Let's be here. Good. Okay. So we're going to get started because at least chamber is all set to go. And we're going to play 2 pieces for you. This first one is fabulous. We've never done it here. I haven't really braved it because the first violins have to do a great job of preparing their part. It's a hard piece to rehearse. Students like parts that are complicated. They like to fly around the instrument. And maybe if you're a parent of a cellist, you've already heard this, but there's a place where our chamber cellists play 4th finger high D on the A string about 400 times in a row. And I'm not exaggerating. That's the part that they have. It adds a lot of excitement and energy, but that's a hard sell at this age. Once you get older, you realize that every single note has a purpose and it matters, and you give it your all, and you find a way to create an energy about it to make sure that what's happening on the page is coming off the page and going to the concert hall. The way to make that happen is to have our first violinists really prepare, and that way that gives them fast rehearsals so that our cellists don't have to play those high Ds for 4 straight weeks. So we're going to get started with chamber. Here's a quick A from Kate just to make sure our instruments are okay. By Alberto Ginastera. He's an Argentinian composer, and this is called Danza, and it's from a ballet, and in this scene, it's representing the cowboys of Argentina, the gauchos, and they're out doing this very wild dance filled with bravado, and it's about a 2.5-minute scene in the ballet. It's got tons of energy. It's very exciting. This is Alberto Ginastera's Danza. up is soon he Newbold Perseus. This is an epic tale. You'll hear the bold entrance of Perseus. You'll hear him go on quite a quest. And you'll hear his battles with Medusa. There's very complicated, fast time signature changes. And you'll feel that energy. You'll also feel the cellos and the basses come in heroically towards the end as Perseus is victorious. This is soon he Newbold Perseus.